Bonjour, hello. Right, in a second you're going to see some video clips that I made yesterday when I was filming. So I was doing my normal introduction, as I do, sometimes having a bit of a laugh. And so one of my oldest mates, he lives in Germany with his wife Esther, and they enjoy watching this. And he said to me a little while ago, he goes, do a little shout out for Esther, she'll love that if she's watching. So I thought, oh, what I'll do is I'll do it in German. Now, I'm not very good at remembering stuff, and I do struggle with my speech sometimes. So I had it all set, I practiced and practiced. It was like, Guten Morgen, Willkommen, herrlich. And I was trying to say it, and I did it, and I thought I'd done a really, really good job. So it was basically like, good morning, welcome to this old French house, and a special welcome to Esther. Anyway, I was editing last night. It was terrible. I actually laughed, and I did it like twice, because the first time I fluffed it a little bit. So anyway, hello Esther, thanks for watching. And this is the ones the bloopers. These are the bloopers. Guten Morgen und herzlich willkommen bei Guten Morning und herzlich willkommen bei this old French house.
Willkommen an Esther. Und ein besonderes Willkommen an Esther.
Right, mix is all ready. You ever heard the expression, as dry as a pharaoh's flip-flop? If it's a good one, use it. Right, these walls are really, really dry, which means it sucks all the moisture out very quickly. So if we were to put that on without wetting the walls, it would crack. So we're going to wet it. My sprayer is on the other job, so I'm back to my brush. Right, you probably notice I'm always wearing safety specs. That's because when I used to be a dry liner in the construction industry, when you're screwing up the ceilings and using metal screws, you get metal swarf or bits of plasterboard would always fall in your eye, and you soon get sick and tired of it. So it's just become the norm for me to wear glasses. This is a lime mix. You don't want to get lime in your eye, let alone on your skin. So I will constantly be keeping my hands and face and anywhere else it splashes clean, because otherwise the skin peels off. It's lovely, especially when you forget about it. Previous experience. Right, it does not need to look pretty. As you can see, that is literally what we're going to be doing, just putting a tight coat over the whole lot. Right, let's put some terrible music on and go high speed. Right, that's that first wall done. That was pretty much a whole bag of lime to do that. So I can now gauge how many bags I need for the rest of the internal walls. I can just work out that and count it up. I'll just use up the last bit of gear on that wall there. Right, that's that last bit of gear used up. Like I said, it's not pretty and it don't need to be. It just needs to cover all the gaps. Delivery's still not here. I think I'll do a little bit of woodwork there. So delivery's here. It's the miserable man. So I won't film it, he's a grumpy git. Right, I've set that opening at 600, so it's 600 deep, and that's also allowing for the board and the tile and everything, so when we finish it we get nice clean finish as opposed to stupid cuts or anything like that. So I'm now going to sort the order out and start loading out. Right, this is what all the tiles look like. Should keep me busy for half hour, he says. That's going to be hellish loading now all that out. Got two options. I know someone who can get a Manitou down, which is a forklift, for €100 plus fuel, or potentially I can get a tile lift. Either option's quite good and better than handballing it up, so I'm going to see which is the most cost effective. Help. I don't want to load that out on my own. Right, I need one more delivery to come, which will be later on, and then I'm going to decide what to do next. Literally sweltering out there. It's that wet, I'm dripping so much on my glasses I could do with windscreen wipers. Oh. So normally when I'm editing my videos, every time like the video sequence starts, you'll see me like this. That's because my normal face is like this. So I turn the camera on, you get this. Hey, welcome to this Finished House. Wow, after that little waffle, my face is still going to be like this. So I finished off the roof the other day, all battened out, all nicely. Set it all to gauge, really happy with it. When I went and got the two tiles I used for gauge, I even went over to some of the other tiles and checked, and all the same, exactly the same measurement. So yesterday, as I said in that earlier clip, the delivery come. So this morning, first thing, I opened up the tiles, loaded a few out, got a few out, started setting them out just to have a look. Literally straight away, they were running out. And I was like, no, you can't be serious. Literally, first two rows were fine because, you know, that's how they were set out. But after that, straight away, the lug that it sits on the noggin, nowhere near. And I'm like, this is like, yeah, that was a whole day's worth of work setting all those battens out and nailing them down. And I stared at it for a couple of minutes, and it was just like, there's only one way to resolve it. It's all got to come up again and be redone. I was devastated, because that's a strong word, extremely annoyed. So it was like, well, there's nothing I can do about it, something's gone wrong. So I start taking all the battens off. On the side that faces the road where we park up, I was nearly done, and my mate turns up, who's got a lot more experience than me. He's a chippy. I actually helped him do his roof a little while ago. And he says, what's happened? And I said, oh, you don't want to believe it, mate. I said, something's gone wrong. So we come up, we get the tiles. And I said I set it off for those ones. Now the tiles I set the gauge off are end tiles. The ones I've got, you know, to do the main roof are just the normal tiles. So you'd assume the lugs are in the exact same place. So I get the tape measure out. 10mm difference. Just 10mm. Nothing. But because he's interlocking tiles, that 10mm might as well be 30mm. Literally, it's fucked the gauge up. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll show you now. Honestly, it's so hot. I've been up on that roof for hours sorting this out. So I'll explain what I mean. So this is the one I measured off of, because you've got the two twin canals as opposed to the single. So from the bottom to the bottom of that lug, see that? 43mm. See that? 42. I never would have known. Just only experience would have told you. And the annoying thing is look, 45 long, 45 long. So you tell me, why the hell have they put that lug in a 10mm different place? Made in France, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the whole wide world. Like, you know, when I messed up the wall the other day, that was just because we moved the openings and stuff. Should have checked, my fault. With this, it's like, I took my time, man, I really did. I did loads of research, I educated myself. You know, even my mate said, he goes, you've done a really nice, neat, tidy job. He goes, I can't fault you on that. I go, yeah, cheers, it's all in one place. Suck it up, we're house building. Like I said, shit happens. Same old story, I didn't have to tell you. Could have just done it and you would have never known, but I like to share the mishaps as well as the good bits. As you can see, it's all done now. I've carried on a bit further over as well this time. It's all been cut up the side, a few tiles up there. Hopefully good news on the tile lift, that'll be coming. Still waiting on the delivery so I can carry on doing other stuff. So I'll end this video here and I'll be back in a few days.